Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. About set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I see through your act, and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
Set up. 19 Tiger.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Here we go.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
McCarthy
is set to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Just beating the play clock is gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At their own 29-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now a 2nd and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Hawks. Back on this play.
Throwing is McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go down the line before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ready? Set up. Go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
To the air with McCarthy. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Roll! Set! Viking 18! Set up! Hut, hut!
Now Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Aaron Browning. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Hold it ready! Set! Hut!
Now McCarthy. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board. It's still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you're getting right back after you have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Cut! Like 20! Cut!
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw is gone. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And getting this just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Ready, set.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Gets around him. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just feeding his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try to pick it up himself. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Set up. Check. 60 Vikings.
They'll run off tackle with Jones. They find some open field here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. McCarthy. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. The Vikings in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Inside give to Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. He scored their touchdown earlier. This had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll go right back to St. Brown. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. You stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's gone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll pick the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Louis.
Goff now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the get-go. Let's just go out and get our best football and win one for us.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking left side, and he's got him in. But I think the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there, prying the ball free. And now the guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he rifles one incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And that is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Back to throw. Goff. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted,
Just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big-time drop.
20!
Goff now looks to throw. And he's got it. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Vikings 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. This is caught by Addison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
17
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
McCarthy off the play fake. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone, his 2nd sack of the night. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 83 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, you know, he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had to put it back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off for the end zone. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday night prime time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes not get away.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A strong running. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
2nd and 1 at the Lions' 39-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On play action, McCarthy. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And they'll take this to the 46.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now it's gone. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Lions 41, Vikings 24. Jack Fox picking off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Partner, took a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts and want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Well, this was a very close